Caitlin Clark Fever makes special franchise history after big win versus Dream. The Indiana Fever have only just crept to .500 with their latest win. But you wouldn't think it based on their dominant team performance in Friday's victory over the Atlanta Dream. The Fever had a night to remember in their 99-82 win at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, a game in which superstar guard Caitlin Clark surprisingly didn't do much of the heavy lifting. Clark, who appeared in her second game since recovering from her groin injury, tallied a respectable 12 points and 9 assists and was one of 4 Fever players who put up double-digit scores. The Fever's 59 second-half points against the Dream are their most points in any half this season and are tied for their most points in any half in the last 7 seasons. According to ESPN's Alexa Philippou, they rank as the 3rd most points ever scored in a half in Fever franchise history. We just played with really great pace. I thought we moved the ball. I thought we cut hard, which opened up the three-point line for us. And then we knocked down some shots, Clark said after the win. But also, I thought our defense was really good. I think it was both sides of the ball. Kind of felt like how we should get back out there and play every single game. As accustomed as Clark is to making history on the court, her teammates were the ones who enjoyed the spotlight this time around. Fever guard Kelsey Mitchell had a team-high 25 points, extending her double-digit scoring streak to 20 games. Sophie Cunningham recorded her second career double-double and first with the Fever with 16 points and a career-high 10 rebounds. Ford became the 44th player in WNBA history to record 400 career steals, while Aaliyah Boston became the first player from the 2023 WNBA draft class to play 100 career games. That's a whole lot of career history for the Fever 10-10, who seem to be gelling nicely halfway through the season. Having a healthy Clark back in the lineup is just the cherry on top. There are nights in sports that feel bigger than the scoreboard, moments where something shifts, where a team, a player, or even an entire franchise steps into a new chapter. For the Indiana Fever and their star rookie Caitlin Clark, that moment came on a warm July night as they stormed past the Atlanta Dream in front of a sold-out crowd. What started as just another game on the schedule turned into a historic night that Fever fans and women's basketball at large won't forget anytime soon. The final buzzer sounded with the scoreboard reading Fever 92, Dream 84. But the numbers barely scratched the surface of what had just happened. With 33 points, 11 assists, and 6 rebounds, Caitlin Clark not only led her team to a crucial win, but etched her name into the franchise record books in bold letters. She became the first rookie in Fever history to post a 30-plus point double-double with 10 or more assists in a game, and only the second player in the WNBA this season to do so. But that was just part of the story. What truly made the night special was what it represented, a turning point for a team that had, until recently, lived in the shadows of its own potential. For years, the Indiana Fever were rebuilding, retooling, and often overlooked in conversations about playoff contenders. But Clark's arrival, paired with the steady development of key players like Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Nailey Smith, has transformed the Fever from an afterthought into must-watch basketball. The win over the Dream marked the Fever's 5th straight victory, their longest win streak in over 7 years. Even more notably, it pushed them above .500 for the first time in a regular season since 2016, a milestone that, while seemingly small, felt monumental to a fan base hungry for success. Inside Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the energy was electric from tip-off to final horn. Thousands of fans, many wearing Clark's now Attica 22 jersey, cheered as she drained logo threes and threaded impossible passes through tight coverage, as she kept high touches with joy. Despite the load at the time, joy. Every time she touched the ball, you could feel a ripple of anticipation. "She's magic," said one fan, beaming as she held up a hand-drawn sign that read Caitlin for President. "It's like she sees the court in a way no one else does." Yet Clark's impact isn't just about stats or highlights. It's about presence. Her leadership on the floor, pointing teammates into position, calming the pace, or hyping the bench after a big play, has already begun reshaping the Fever's identity. She doesn't play like a rookie. She plays like someone who's been carrying expectations for years, which of course she has. In the post-game interview, Clark was humble, as always. "It's not just me," she said. "This whole team has been working so hard, and we're finally finding our rhythm. I just try to do my part and stay aggressive." Still, Her part included scoring or assisting on over 60% of the team's points, leading both teams in plus minus, and hitting a dagger three late in the fourth that sent the crowd into a frenzy. It was a signature performance, one that may someday be referenced as the game where everything changed. Head coach Christy Sidis echoed that sentiment. "We've been building toward this moment," Sidis said. "Caitlin's been phenomenal, yes, but this whole group is learning how to win together. They believe now. That's the difference." Off the court, the Fever are also enjoying a historic surge in relevance. The team has led the league in attendance for the past month, fueled largely by Clark's star power, and Fever games are consistently setting local and national television records. But for Indiana fans, this isn't just a fleeting moment. This feels like the start of something sustainable, something meaningful. The Fever locker room was buzzing after the win. Players laughed, music blared, and someone even jokingly handed Clark a toy crown. "Queen of Indy" scrolled across the front. She laughed, blushing, but wore it proudly for a moment before passing it off. "I'm just happy we're winning," she said with a grin. As the season barrels toward the playoffs, Indiana suddenly finds itself in unfamiliar but thrilling territory: contention. With momentum, chemistry, and a transcendent talent leading the way, the Fever are no longer just a rebuilding team, they're a threat. And while there's still a long road ahead, one thing is now clear: Caitlin Clark hasn't just joined the Indiana Fever, she's transformed it. The franchise that once struggled for wins and headlines now has both. The fans who once hoped for brighter days now cheer with expectation, not desperation. And the WNBA, already blossoming with talent and attention, just found itself a new moment to rally around. Yes, it was just one game, but it was also so much more. It was a statement. The Fever are back.